Nestled, a video that makes you see this world differently. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Installed. In this video, I'm going to talk about how I save money. As we know, the amount of money you can make doesn't mean how much money you can save. There are a lot of famous people and entrepreneurs, even though they can make a lot of money. However, they still have very limited amount of available money for them to spend, and some of them even just have a huge debt when they got retired. Therefore, in this video, hopefully I can give you some advice. My first point is you have to use your credit card wisely. Credit card is, I would say, a very intelligent invention, since this is something that triggers people's purchase desire and somehow like to ask people to pay money that they can earn in the future and to just enjoy their life right now. For me, it's like kind of trap. Here's one of my examples. I got a friend and she really loves flowers. However, when she got her credit card, she just purchased a lot of flowers and then just spent her a lot of money. In my opinion, credit card is somehow like a magic. Since you just need to swipe the card, your bank account won't show anything. It feels like, yeah, I didn't spend any money at all. However, I can indeed take the things I would like to purchase back home. So it's kind of like a free deal. However, the tragic thing is in the next few months, you have to pay back your credit. And therefore, in that time, it's kind of a painful time because you have to use your current wealth to pay what you have cost in the prior time. And more important thing is if you just delay a little bit, even though just like 1 month after the deadline, you have to pay a very high interest fees. And over time, if you don't clear your bills, actually this kind of interest will just accumulate and suck every money you can earn in the future from a bank account. My second point is I just have one item for each durable category. The definition for durable here means something that I can use for a long time. For me, I really like to purchase something in good quality, since especially for durables, if that's in poor quality, that can waste a lot of time and energy. So for example, here I believe a lot of guys like you love watches, right? I also have watches. It's just a Swatch watch. I just have one and I purchased like 3 years ago, I believe. It's not very expensive though, it's just $100. They have warranty that you can just repair and change the battery all around the world. On the other hand, for my cell phones, it's a Chinese brand cell phones. It's also not very expensive, but it's in a really good quality. I purchased it like 3 years ago and I'm still using it right now. Here's the case, for a lot of friends around me, they're actually actively replacing their cell phones like once per year. For example, right now, iPhone 12, a very famous cell phone, released, and a lot of my friends, they're just switching to iPhone 12. But for me, it's still in good functionality. It seems it can satisfy my daily usage. So my question here is why I want to change my phone. The only thing that by changing new phone can bring me is some new functionality or some new experience. But for me, there is no fundamental changes in the functionalities. And therefore, I would rather to keep this phone. And third category is memberships. So memberships here has 2 different categories in my opinion. So first is kind of chargeable memberships. Like you need to pay some subscription fees in order to enjoy some privileges. While the second part is for those kind of memberships, you don't have to spend a lot of money, just few bucks, or most of them are just free. So that membership can somehow give you a discount and encourage you to purchase the things in their stores. For example, in California, there is a very famous grocery store called Vans. So that is just somehow like Target, which is very famous in California. For Vans, unlike Target, their membership card is free and can give you like 30% discount. While for Target's membership card, you have to pay in order to enjoy some discount and privileges. Here's my case. When I got the Vans card, membership card, I usually would just shop there to purchase the groceries. The important thing here is Vans, I believe, is kind of cheap and I really enjoy the services, so I just go there. But for many other different scenarios, actually their stuff or their services or their goods are actually much more expensive even after discount in comparison to other stores or related shops, and therefore you have to pay attention there. So back to the first category for membership. For example, the gym membership. Gym membership, in my opinion, is kind of like a trap. In Singapore, the normal or average price is around 150 Singapore dollars per month. You can just do a very simple calculation here, right? Even though like you just spend like 10 months membership card, is like 1.5 grand dollars, that's a lot basically. However, if you use 1.5k dollars, you can actually purchase a lot of gym appliances at home basically, and it's more convenient, right? And also some people just pay the gym membership in order to just use, the running machine there. But I mean, in Singapore, a lot of places, they got very good air quality and there are a lot of, tracks for you to run, so why don't you just run there? And of course, also a lot of other memberships like Netflix. For me, I've never ever used Netflix. I've never top up or buy the membership. There are a lot of free dramas and free movies online available. What all you need to do is just to search those websites, to search those movies or videos, and that's it. And the fourth category is courses. I believe nowadays not just for students, but also their parents, they're really eagering or passionate in this category. They would like to spend as much money in courses or education. However, in my opinion, here's the thing. The good quality of courses basically is free. For example, in a very simple area called coding. So coding here, actually there are tons of courses, online courses. You have to pay a lot of money, and they have some so-called really good quality and experienced engineers to tell you, to teach you how to write code. However, for me, that is kind of BS. To be honest, back to my college, I just got 2 lessons that are relevant to coding, while for all the rest, I just learned by myself. If you just simply search how to code online, basically, you can find a lot of free courses. And for me, I think those courses are really in good quality, and you can definitely learn a lot of things from them. And the fifth category is drinks or cigarettes. For me, I just don't drink alcohol or just take a cigarette. So if you know, in Singapore, basically, cigarette is charging tax on you. So for example, if the cigarette is just $10 and if 10% of tax, basically you have to pay $11 to the shop in order to get a cigarette. And on the other hand, alcohol for me is also not necessary. And here the drinks and cigarettes are basically 2 examples in this category. This category is more like unnecessary things. Like for cigarette, actually I just don't need that. Or drinks, I just don't need that. And there are a lot of things in our life, basically, that's unnecessary. However, those unnecessary things can't improve our life very much. That is just somehow a little bit sweet in your life and to make one moment a little bit better. However, in the long time, actually it doesn't help you improve yourself or to make your life better, such as drinks. Probably you just can have really fun for one night, but how about next day or next week? And for cigarettes, it's somehow worse in my opinion, since it does not only take your money, but also harm your body as well. And how about other things, just like a clothes? Do you really need that? I believe for a lot of people, actually they got tons of clothes, but they just want to purchase more. Similar to shoes, you have a lot of shoes there. Why you just need another pair? And in conclusion here, I can gradually see the difference between people. Like me and my peers, basically we're just been working half a year after graduation. But for me, I can see my saving accounts or investment accounts actually gains and accumulates more and more treasure, while for many of my peers, actually their balance just stay there all the time. Probably they would just explain to themselves that, okay, I'm still young, I still got a long term to go. What I need to focus right now is to just enjoy myself, since the only thing that left or can be get back in the future is my life right now, and therefore I have to enjoy my life right now. However, the truth is, yeah, you are currently living here, but you have to, pay more attention or take care of yourself in the future, since right now or present is the only thing that is predictable, since it is certain. For example, when I'm filming this video, I know what I'm doing. While the thing that you don't know or unexpected is your future. You don't know what will happen in the future. Probably my investment will just depreciate a lot, or probably some of your family or friends really need money and have to borrow from you. Therefore, you have to meet all kind of uncertainties in the future, and therefore just kind of balance your present and your future. I hope this video is really helpful to you. And by the way, before you leave, don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this video. I really appreciate your support, and hopefully to see you in next video. Have a nice day.